just making my way to Montana. Now you may ask yourself, man, Slayer, why are you going to Montana? Especially when there's a global lockdown. The state of Idaho's in a lockdown, and you're gonna go to Montana? Well, there's some things that are more important than the health of humanity. I'm telling you, it's worth it. So stay tuned, enjoy my video with absolutely no editing like I always do, and you'll see why. Alright, I am in Bozeman, Montana. Sorry, I'm trying to walk a drug addict dog here. See? Charlie! Charlie! Alright, we are in Bozeman, Idaho, or not Bozeman, Idaho. We're in Bozeman, Montana. We're in Bozeman, Montana. I don't know if you can hear me over the wind, but me and the doggo. Come on, buddy. Come on. Came up here to buy something, make a purchase. As you know, your best friend here, this guy, has a terrible habit of spending money that he shouldn't. And so, yeah, I bought something. My old friend TCR knows what I bought. Well, my little brother might know what I bought. I'm gonna show you what I bought. I don't have a lot of time to show it off right now. I gotta drive it back to Idaho. But I'll show it to you here in just a moment. Let me get the dog in the car. Oh, there's my beautiful wife. Looking good. It's the A4, of course. But what did I buy over here, you may ask? What's that? Oh. That, my friend, is a 2001 Audi Allroad that I just picked up for $2,000. And it's clean. I've already trashed it, but because I'm, you know, throwing stuff in it and trying to hit the road. But Trisha's waiting on me, so I'm gonna get on the road. But just a quick show here. It's very green. Like, even the headliner's green. It's a very green place to be. I guess it's going green. Yep. So, this is it. Doggo's going nuts, so. Alright, anyways, like I said, ain't got time to yak about it now. So, gonna do that later. Anyway, right on. Fourth gear. Lift off. Press in. The whole car kind of starts to shake left and right. It's throttle dependent. Fourth gear, that shifter really starts to dance. So, observation. All right, driving update. AC compressor on. Not requesting a whole lot of it because I have the heat set for 72. Let's turn the AC compressor off with this button. Hit the button, AC compressor off. See if we can get it to do it. Now it's not gonna do it. It was making a god-awful grinding sound. God-awful. It's the exact sound he was talking about, the blown transmission. Pull it off and restart it. The whole concept of restarting a manual transmission was driving me nuts. But, dude, nah. This thing is perfect. Yeah, now it makes me a liar, of course, because now the compressor will shut off, and of course, just to make me a liar. But anyway, just another video update on the drive home. It's been 205 miles since I left Bozeman, Montana. I'll be home in about 35 minutes. Just leaving Idaho Falls now. Stopped here to grab a dog cage. Excuse my hiccup. Anyway, it's the AC compressor. That's the cause of all this fuss. AC compressor and bad motor mounts. Guarantee it. 5th gear from 1,000 RPM. Put the pedal down. Up, gotta lift off this guy. Put it to the floor at 1,000 RPM in 5th gear. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, don't be so mean. Oh, now she gets the boost. Anyway, I'll let this video go. Alright, so I showed you the Allroad a little bit. Here she is. I mean, dude, it's perfect. I got stuff in it from the dog and everything. Took the dog to Montana. But like, it's perfect. Let's see. When you get under it, ooh, H Sport. It's got a aftermarket rear sway bar, which was pretty cool. And just trust me, I keep finding little cool things. So, you know, it's got the original cargo cover. Avant. I mean, this thing's perfect, dude. This thing is mint. It's got the shade, you know, the window shades. Let's see. Sorry about the terrible filming here. Yeah, you can see it's got the window shades that go up over the windows. The rear heated seat controls. That's my power inverter for my laptop. The ski bag had never been used, ever. And I used it to haul a drive shaft, because he put a new drive shaft in it and gave me the old one. So I shoved the drive shaft in the ski bag. Tires are pretty much brand new, BF all-terrains. There's your 2-piece wheel that I was talking to you about, TCR. So, I'm here at my dentist, and they told me my appointment was at 9. I got here at 9. They're like, oh no, it's at 10. So, I just got some time to kill anyway. Pretty much everything works. Got the all-weather floor mats. I know I've kind of already shown the interior, but I mean, not a single cracked piece of wood. I mean, look at that. There's no cracking in any of the wood anywhere. I mean, it's perfect. Everything works as it should. They did cut out this area and put this 3-piece thing in. I don't know what's up with that. Even the mirrors fold in when you turn the switch. I mean, crazy. It does have a pretty badly cracked windshield. Sunroof works. Driver's side door trigger does not work. When you open the door, you don't get an interior light. Tranny's solid. Well, can't get in reverse right now, but yeah, she's solid. Solid O1E. Your up and your down buttons, which I think the previous owner, the previous owner was an Audi tech. I think that he reprogrammed the airbag system because, and I'm gonna show you why. When you put it on its lowest setting, look at that tuck. Let me go around into the light. Well, it actually doesn't look that tucked. Dude, it tucks when you have it on its lowest setting. So I definitely think I definitely think they, you know, set the minimum value to like all the way empty. Here's the cancer. It's bubbling inside, you can see. So, yep. So it's got the cancer. So as I'm sitting here at my dentist, sitting around, I noticed the headlights are not factory. They're depot, whatever the hell that is. And it's got some condensation in it. But look at this one. Full of water, right? I mean, you can make it rain, make it rain. And see a little rewiring. This wire runs around, comes in here and goes to this plug. It's just part of the headlight system. The headlight adjustment isn't working, and now the guy told me, oh, I forgot to plug in the headlight adjusters when I put the whole assembly back together, and you gotta pull the whole front clip to get access to the plugs for the headlights, to the adjusting plugs. I'm gonna call BS on that, and I think that that these cheap Chinese ones just don't have articulating lenses. So what do you do? So I started pulling these engine covers, right? Started to investigate some vacuum lines and stuff. You know, I found this fuel pressure line. Looks a little suspicious, but guess what I found when I started looking? Oh, that's right. APR R1 diverter valves. These are about $100, $150 a piece. And it's got both of them. Now, diverter valves on these things are notorious for failing, and it's got APR R1s on it. Blew my mind. That, I mean, that's what prompted me to start this video. Was like, yeah, I gotta show this. Surprised there's not more like silicone hoses going on. All the hoses kind of look factory, but yeah, what a trip. What a trip. And sounds like the after run pump is still running. I don't know why it's been running this long, but you know, as long as it don't kill the battery, we'll be okay. The after run pump sits, oh, where do you ask? Under the intake manifold. Yeah, that's right, under the intake manifold on the back. So that's cool. I mean, you can't even see it. But anyway, she's clean, man. She is clean, clean, clean. Pretty much everything works. I can't believe I got it for $2,000. Oh, and I wanted him to take these stupid things off, and he doesn't have the key to it. He said they came with the car and he doesn't have the keys to them. I'm never going to use them, and they generate really atrocious wind noise going down the highway. Like under 60 it's fine, but once you get like 70, 80 miles an hour, they just, you can just, yeah, sounds awful. Anyway, probably gonna send this one out, but man, not bad for $2,000. Not bad for $2,000 at all. Oh, he said that this airbag will deflate. He says by the time you wake up in the morning, the side will be dropped. I came out this morning and the whole car was still sitting level, so you know, I don't know why he would lie about a problem, but you know, so oh, now the fan's gonna kick on. Anyways, yeah, it didn't seem to go flat for me, so it just wanted a new owner. It's looking like I haven't got a chance to get a jack or anything to really start playing with motor mounts. I can't get it to rock, really, but that's not saying much. So we'll see what happens when I check mounts. But yeah, anyway, bye-bye. Oh, you want to talk about oily? Oh yeah. It's just the valve covers. Well, if it is, they've been leaking like a mother. Good Lord. Let's see. Here's that. Oh God. Here's that CV axle. You can see it's been zinging out of its boot. Look at that whole shroud. Completely zinged. There's turbo number 1. And turbo number 2. Tranny mounts appeared to be in decent shape. I'm still gonna shake everything down, but tranny cooler lines. Right here. That one goes into the side of right about the front diff, right behind the front diff, and then the other one goes up into the torsion. Interesting. Anyway, it's an oily mess under here. I'm going to pressure wash all this oil, and so we can start investigating where this leak's coming from. I can see somebody's already sealed the oil pan shut once right there. There's RTV gasket sealer. So, yeah, fun stuff. Let's get a look over here a little bit. I mean, it could be the valve covers. If they've been leaking that long and it's just running all the way down the motor. I mean, speaking from experience, I've been putting off valve covers on her valve cover gasket on Trisha's A4 for like 3 years, ever since I put the motor in that car. Ugh. Ever since I put the motor in her car, I've been putting off a valve cover gasket. So I'm not judging him for not doing it, but definitely needs to be done. And oh hey, look, box goodies he gave me with the car. Valve cover gaskets, as well as a bunch of other goodies. Brand new carrier bearing too. New serpentine belt. That's the whole list of stuff in the box. Anyway, gonna get the pressure washer out and wash her down. Oh, just checked the ECU. I didn't get it on video, but it is definitely the desirable one. It's called the M box, and look what we got here. Strut bar, baby. I mean, it's a factory strut bar, but hey, it's more of a strut bar than not having one, right? Pretty sweet. Alright, got him. Got him. So you remember how this passenger CV, sorry for the disorientation here, we're under the front passenger wheel here. Alright. So there's that front passenger CV I was telling you about, spit its guts out. That's not the problem. Let's look at the inner on the driver's side, shall we? Whoa, what's that right there? Look at that wiggle. Grab, grab. Woo! Oh, I wonder what that is. Oh, she's swimming. Dude, in real life it looks 10 times worse. Video does not do justice. I put a jack under. Oh, there's a turbo. Put a jack under the trans, put a jack under the motor. All the mounts are fine. That's our problem right there. We just gotta oh, yeah. Front driver CV, which is good because the boots are this outer boot's all cracked up anyway, so it was time for a new one anyway. Completely factory. They'll be 20 years old in about 7-8 months. So it's about time for it to go. Ball joints. The whole suspension on this car is rock solid. I see 2-piston fixed calipers. Don't quote me on that. They might be floaters. I'm not a big brake guy. I would have to be taking it apart. I can't just eyeball it and know. They look fixed though, because it looks like, well, I mean, it's probably a floater, but it looks like it's a 2-piece. TCR, you remember when we did Alicia's car and they were a 2-piece rotor? Or I mean a 2-piece caliper? That's what I think's going on here. Definitely I see 2 pistons. They're very big. They're definitely a good size. I believe it's 2 piston. I don't think it's 4. Let's go look at the outside. If they were 4s, I'd be very surprised. No. Nope. They're 2s. Interesting mounting design though. And that's your, it looks like a floating pin for the center. It looks like it has, maybe it has 3 pins. Man, it is just raining. Got that good old carport. Got the garage here. Got the hangout over here for storage and whatnot. So, yep, we're gonna sell the old Mercedes. It's a cool car. I enjoy owning it, but I own what, 6-7 cars right now, so it's got to go. I'm replacing it with this. Vito's Garage, if you're watching, I'm sorry, man, but she's a good girl, but she's a great runner. Nothing. I mean, I can't say nothing wrong with it. It's got plenty of problems, but you know, it's a good car. Nothing really major. Trans is probably gonna need a rebuild in about 10-20,000. But it's a great car. But ultimately, you know, the Allroad's kind of more for me. It's funny, I hate Allroads, but I love this car. Let me say that again. I hate Allroads. I love this car. Now just think about that. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not all about the Allroad. I'm all about a twin turbo V6 that's a pain in the ass to work on, with a 6-speed manual transmission in all-wheel drive. That to me is the ultimate Jeremy car. So, you know, what do you do? One more look at those APR R1s. Yes. Yes. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it in the video or not. I talked to TCR and Zach about it. I don't know if I mentioned it in the video. This thing has a APR Stage 1 performance tune on it. So it's running 306 horsepower and 366 foot-pounds of torque at 23 PSI. So these turbos are going to go eventually. That's just too much boost. I was going to tune it myself and run like a 14 or a 15 PSI setup. But once APR puts that tune on it, you can't flash to the ECU. So I might be able to pull their tune off and make modifications to it, and then put it on a different ECU. But I believe they take away a lot of the right functionality once they do it. So anyway, I'm gonna let this video go. Finally, I think I'm finally gonna send it. It's gonna be the worst edited video on the planet. I try to start filming and somebody starts talking to me, or I accidentally hit the off button, or I get distracted looking at stuff like a, you know, like an idiot. But terrible editing, but cool car. Oh yeah, hey, I guess while I'm filming real quick, I found the vacuum leak. There is a vacuum leak. Let's see, we'll pull this cover here. Come on. There you go. Give it. I think it's EGR. See this check valve here? It's that lower hose right there. It's that lower hose there is what the leak is. So, you know, we'll get to it eventually. I should just unplug this out of my way. Even though you've already seen it. So what does it matter? Let's unplug that anyway. Swing it out the way. Yeah, it's just this one here. She's just had her time. And it's time to replace her. Not that I have a new hose, so I'm just going to drive with it all shot for the next, you know, week or whatever, but that's the thing about, you know, ECUs with maps and MAFs. When they got both, they can really compensate. Hi! Is that the doggy toy? Yeah, for the doggy. You put it outside for the doggy? Naomi, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, is it wet? Yeah, Burr, it's cold. Do you want to go inside? Alright, well, Naomi's sending it off. Naomi says, I guess if it ain't straight, I guess make sure it's a V8 unless it's a twin turbo V6. So, bye-bye.